So what it is designed to do, the Metu Neter, which means Word of God, what it is designed to do is to teach you how to submit your ego to your true, your divine will. Now, your ego is that part of you that runs your life. It makes decisions for you. It is who you look in the mirror and you say, that's me. That's your ego. But there's a deeper part of yourself. And that part of yourself is your true self, your true identity. The one that you came here with and the one that you're going to leave here with. So your ego really is about your body, your physical limitations. But your true self is the spiritual self, the one that is God. Now let me explain how that works. Just think of a drop of water that comes from the ocean. Now when you go to the ocean is water. But if you take a drop from the ocean, what do you still have? You have water. God is God. God is everywhere. And you are a little piece of God. So that is what is your true self. You are a divine being. But your ego says, no, you're not. You are you. And we have been trained in this Western world to believe that that's all that we are. That we are inferior to God and so forth. But actually we are God. Just like your hand. You have fingers on your hand, but your hand and your fingers make up, your palm and your fingers make up the whole thing. So you are a part of God. You are not separated. You are your own personality, but your true self is God. Now, because you have this ego, what you have is a right to, you have the power to choose whether or not you identify and listen to your ego, or whether or not you are going to bring up, pull up, resurrect that God person that is inside of you to lead your life. Okay, the Metu Neter is designed for you to understand those two choices that you have. Allowing your ego to rule your life, or letting God rule your life. And I'm saying God because in the West that's what we used to saying, but really it is your true self. So it's allowing your true self to lead your life. Now let me give you some examples of how that works. Your subconscious. You have a subconscious that takes over everything in your body when you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, you are you're not aware of your heart beating. You're not aware of that when you're awake, but you're not aware of directing your thoughts. Your dreams just sort of seem to come and go and come and go. Well, that's your true self that is running your dreams. Now, your true self when you are awake is limited to running your heartbeat, making sure your eyes blink, even pulling up these thoughts. Now the thoughts seem random, but actually they are trying to tell you something. But we've been told to dismiss this. But when you focus on the fact that these things are happening beyond your control, beyond your desire for them to happen, that is your true will. Now, your true will, when your true will directs your heart, it is with a precision that you see the earth rotating around the sun, that you see the sun rotating around the galaxy, and the galaxy rotating around the universe. All of these things happen. Waves pulling in, waves pulling out. Your heartbeat is moving to these patterns, to these rhythms. And God, the ultimate all, is directing those things for you. So you can have that same level of precision in your life, meaning that you have everything that you need to run your life smoothly, so that you can deliver the all's message, God's message, which is a message of peace. Now, when you make the choice of whether or not you're going to run your life, your ego, or you're going to allow God to run your life, think about it this way. If you ran your life and you dismissed your true self, you would have to take over beating your heart, making sure you remembered that your heart blinked, that your kidneys and your liver filtered all of the waste products, that you have to remember to blink your eyes, and you have to remember all of these bodily functions that you don't even think about until something goes wrong. I know if I had to make that choice, I would be dead, because I would forget to beat my heart. I would just drift off into a daydream or something, and well, that would be the end of me. So when I look at my life right now, if I can have that same level of precision running my life on the outside of me, I would choose that. You say, of course, yes, I would like to make sure I have enough health and wealth and prosperity and friendship and love and all of those things. However, there's a trick to this. Your emotions. Your emotions tell you that, yes, you can decide what career that you need to take. Yes, you can decide what man or woman you want to marry. You can decide what food you want to eat. You can't. So your emotions. You say, well, I feel like having a pizza tonight. Okay. Well, those kinds of things that are just random, that's your ego. Your ego is pulling you in a direction of the world. Your true will pull you in the direction of peace. Okay, so you have to make a decision. The Metu Neter gives you that information that you need to know the difference between what you choose with your ego and what you choose with your divine will. And it gives you the tools that you need if you want to bring about your divine will. Resurrect old star, which is your true will. Then you will have the tools that you need to do this. It's not easy. Best HBCU, there's studying involved. So you have to study to know who you are, to know yourself. And that's what this show is about. My journey, sharing my journey with you. Of course, you can see I'm not perfect. No one is. But that is the goal. That the goal is to resurrect your true self so that your life runs in perfect balance. Okay. That is just a very simple breakdown of what the Metu Neter is. And of course, I've left out quite a bit. The book is one of the most difficult books that I've ever read. Not because, well, yes, it's one of the most difficult books that I've ever read, but it's one of the most worthy books. I would put it that way. It's essential in my life. So maybe you will feel the same way, or maybe you do feel the same way.